There are a lot of crypto projects right now pumping, and I'm going to cover. With that said, what's going on with the graph? All right, a lot of you guys have talked about the graph. I talked about the graph. So what's going on with the graph? The graph is considered Google of blockchains. Is it really? To simplify what graph does, it indexes and categorizes data, okay, for chains and for projects for data retrieval, and helps those projects offer APIs so that other projects can fetch that data, okay? Essentially, that's what it does. They call it Google blockchains because it indexes basically whatever's within a chain, and then it looks at all the dApps and stuff like that, right? But then it offers those dApps the ability to create APIs so other dApps can retrieve data. That's essentially what the graph is all about. Now, they have good funding, as you can see here, 50 million round led by Tiger Global. This was back last month in January, but not too far away, right? But what's important is they are hooked up with many different chains. For example, they're not just supporting Ethereum, but also Near, Arbitrum, okay, Optimism, Polygon, Avalanche, Celo, Phantom, Moonbeam, IPFS. And a lot of DeFi projects like Uniswap, Synthetic, Known Origin, which is now bought by eBay, and several others also partner up with the graph, right? So basically, they're helping dApps and chains, helping them get indexed and get them prepared for data retrieval. That's quite simply it. Do they have any direct connection with AI? The answer is no. They don't use AI agents. They don't have any AI data marketplace. Do they have anything to do with AI? No. But people are kind of speculating, well, maybe they're going to get involved with AI, or maybe some AI project is going to somehow make graph better. That's the working theory right now, but they really don't have any ties to AI. But regardless, they're a promising project. I have covered them before. I've always thought they were kind of neutral, but they are definitely pumping up because the AI craze right now, right? And here's some interesting facts. As of Q4 2022, 618 subgraphs have migrated from the Graph's holding system to the decentralized network. So they are now on Arbitrum. They started out with Ethereum. I believe that's the correct. Yeah, I believe that is correct. And you can see their queries and indexes and everything else has been going up, right? So overall, they're moving in the right direction. Last week, they set a new record, the highest number of dApps querying in the past 2 months. You have 129 unique dApps querying the network, 2.2 million queried overall, right? So good numbers, solid numbers, right? They have also, yes, they have basically moved to Arbitrum as well as all those other chains that I did mention, right? So they are all over the place, right? So that's the graph in a nutshell. They've been around for quite some time. And, you know, right now they're doing very well. So that's good for people that have gotten into it. But, you know, as for whether or not they're really into AI, no. But you know what? Maybe they will be in the future. Now, something that complements the graph really well, because if you are a dApp or a chain that needs to fetch data from someone that's using the graph, well, you will need to use Chainlink, right? So Chainlink is a natural evolution. They haven't really pumped, but I have a feeling if the graph is being associated with AI, Chainlink could be another one, because Chainlink is the Oracle network that allows dApps and chains to fetch data from other dApps and chains, and not only internally in the crypto space, but also externally, so that if you're a decentralized project, you can fetch data from centralized places. For example, if you wanted weather data or you wanted stock data from a stock exchange, right? You can fetch those data into your decentralized app. And Chainlink is also partnered up with vast number of chains and dApps. Literally every single DeFi project in this space right now utilizes Chainlink because they are by far the most reliable, trustworthy, and biggest decentralized Oracle network out there. And I'm going to show you a graph that's kind of mind-blowing. But That's what the Chainlink is, and they are absolutely essential. And here's the graph I want to show you guys. Yes, there are other oracles out there, but the second biggest is Berry, and I've never heard of them. I did hear a band before, right? They have 170 projects or 80 projects, 71 projects. Here's the thing. Chainlink has 1,300 projects utilizing them, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of the projects that utilize all these other ones also utilize Chainlink. It's crucial to use an oracle that won't go down, that won't be hacked, because we have seen DeFi projects get hacked by tens of millions, hundreds of millions by using the wrong oracle. Okay, so that's how big they are. And also, of course, a lot of DeFi projects I mentioned, like Aave, right, is involved with Chainlink. I mean, there's just like literally every single DeFi project involved with Chainlink. And what's exciting about Chainlink is they never had staking before. It's always been, talked about, but recently they launched testing of staking. So pretty soon everyone will be able to stake Chainlink and make the tokens even more, well, take some tokens out of circulation. It's not making it deflationary, but it does definitely help, price appreciation as more Link gets locked up, right? So that's also something big that is coming. Render also been doing pretty well recently, and that's because they just voted, or at least the project did, and the community voted for this new model for burn and mint. So they're going to change how the token economic works and how minting works. So basically, they want to make it deflationary. So when people actually pay for services, right, they burn the equivalent amount of render, which will be given to the stakers. But overall, they're changing the way people are paying and also how they're being burned. So a lot of people are very excited about this. Render also has nothing to do with AI, okay, in case you're wondering. But it has everything to do with renting GPU, rendering time from people that want to lease it out, basically. It's decentralized or crowdsourcing, I would say, rendering projects. So that's essentially what it is, but a lot of people are excited about it, and plus because the market's going up, they're doing quite well. So good for Render. And lastly, why decentralized metaverses or gaming plays are going up is because of this, I believe. Sandbox agrees to collaborate a metaverse project with Saudi Arabia, and who knows what they're planning, but the EAU, they got big bucks, right? And they're trying to integrate themselves somehow into Sandbox. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's a huge, huge partnership, probably a lot of funding, right? This is why Sandbox went up, why Decentralized went up, why a lot of other gaming projects went up today. This is the reason, right? So today we got a lot of good movers.